In the top right of the map, we have our green Protoss player from LEM. I have no idea what that stands for. I apologize, Vexon. I will be sure to check in between this game and the next one. We have our green Protoss player, Vexon.
On and his opponent in the
Sweet.
bottom left. Yes, sick logo actually. Very sick. Lion with a staff and wings. In the bottom left, his opponent, the yellow Terran player, is LoopyLoo.
That's right.
Take this
The
one away.
LoopyLoo. This is the same guy who's been hanging around our chat channel for like a month now. It's cool that we're finally getting him into a match, I think.
Yep. He's been interested for a little while. It's good to see him get involved now.
Oh my gosh, I haven't looked at this map in so long.
I know, it's been a long time. King Sejong. So we got a couple golds center of the map here.
Oh, this is overgrowth, my friend.
Overgrowth. Ah, King Sejong. Okay.
King Sejong is the other map, other
The
two
other one,
player
the
map.
snowy one. Yes. So this is
There you go.
overgrowth. 2 golds on the map. Huge main bases.
Yeah, large main bases, an annoying piece of terrain in between the second and the third that makes defending it somewhat bothersome, awkward, extra pieces of terrain in the edges of the main that people love to drop all their crap in. And of course, in every single map involving Protoss probes that come over and harass your worker that's trying to build, just let him build it. Just let him build. No, actually, that's actually doing a lot of damage now. If any timing you want to do is being delayed by the exact number of seconds that guy is not building that barracks,
Yep.
it's usually what people will do here.
Oh.
Oh no! He does live. Both players have lost a worker.
Worker
The
for a
weird
worker.
thing is that he has actually delayed the barracks production by about 10 seconds.
Yes.
Well, we'll see if that ends up mattering here because it looks like Vexon did this at the expense of. Well, no, actually, he's more or less on top of his timing with everything. It's pretty good.
He has 2 gases, 2 workers in each, dropping a cyber core. I wonder what this means.
I wonder if he originally wanted to do this or if this was just a byproduct of I couldn't build anything for a while, so now I have a bunch of money.
Yes.
Command
Money.
center!
Could spend everything.
But yeah, Vexon's going for a very flexible opening over on the Protoss side. Just not a lot there, but Protoss macro is mentally, it feels kind of like doing flips while sword fighting. Because like you're scouting and running around with that probe, but you have to jump back to your base at the exact right second to put down buildings. And if you don't do this quite correctly, then either the probe dies, your building is late, or you screw something up in some other way, which happens from time to time. Like you don't actually get any useful scouting information, but your probe gets away. Like getting all 3 of those things correctly is actually like the first major skill I feel like you have to adapt when you're playing Protoss.
Interesting analogy there too. I like.
It's probably a little overkill. But.
So I got a Reaper sneaking in here. He's gonna spot the expansion, take out this probe with ease.
And this is fine. It looks like both players have kind of indirectly done builds that kind of work together here. He's also got the Stalker that's going to be able to drive out the Reaper, and we're just going to basically be waiting for a while for both sides to kind of mount an assault in one direction or the other. We're proceeding into 2-base play, no 1-base shenaniganry.
We're just gonna jump up here, try and get a scout in, but the mothership core is gonna be waiting. Shut this down pretty quick.
Best case scenario, he gets a second kill. Worst case scenario, he doesn't get out alive. Oh, we took a turn inward. Almost killed him.
Got away with 4 HP. Back faster than a Stalker.
And we see a couple. Oh, Stalker actually causing havoc back in the Terran base. We have a tech lab going up, by the way, for LoopyLoo, and back home over at Vexon's base, he's going Robotech. So looks like we'll be heading down either Colossus Tech, or he has something funky with Immortals planned.
Does have 3 gates, 3-gate Robo, pretty solid, especially against Terran.
Oh man, this Stalker has caused such havoc. Lifted the base. Forcing him not to mine down there for a while. Probably won't kill the supply depot, may get the Reaper, but no, nice micro there. And once this guy's out, he has to leave.
Got 1 kill, caused a little bit of disruption, but this Marauder says, hey, get out of my house. My house. I got buddies. Grenades. The Vexon getting his expansion started here. And this Stalker's going to get picked off pretty easily.
Wasn't quite watching, unfortunately. Does lose that. Vexon's really flying ahead in the supply here. Loopy's actually just been shut down a little bit by what's been going on. Factory tech time. And double upgrades.
And double engineering. So what do we is in store for that? He's got the option of Widow Mines, or dropping a tech land on the tank, getting siege tanks to complement his bio army. But he's only got Marauders here, so I don't think we're going to see siege tanks.
No, this is very interesting. At this point, yeah, that's a lot of Marauders. It's like a 5, 6. Almost no other Marine support.
Yeah.
You know, with an army like this, there are a couple timings that you can just hit, show up the Protoss base, and there isn't a lot early on that can deal with this. However, I would actually be a little bit more a fan of some kind of Widow Mine play. You'd have to be really careful about it because he does have Observer tech, so he's got that route shut down hard.
Definitely. He's got an Immortal on the way too, so honestly, these Marauders are going to have a tough time as well.
Yeah.
If he can keep that Immortal safe from the front line there, get him to shoot over the Stalkers and Zealots that are tanking.
A CV's trapped behind supply depots. No.
Yeah, he's stuck. Help me, guys. Help me. Somebody put the depot down just for... Okay. I'm safe. Now I can just stand here and not mine with this other guy. Taking a coffee break.
Well, this happens to everybody, so we won't give him too much crap for it. But yeah, pretty much the way this is set up right now, Loopy, if he keeps going on the route that he's going, he's going to basically rely on Vexon making some kind of error somewhere for him to catch up. Or he's just going to let him do his thing and hope it's enough. But I hate to say this is usually not a great idea. If the Protoss gets too far ahead, gets up into that Colossus tech, and need that Viking tech to match it. I don't think it's going to be there.
Yeah, for sure, especially with +1/+1 on the way, and extended thermal lance. It's going to be a huge pain in the butt. I don't see a starport. Well, I do see a starport. Never mind, I'm blind. Got a couple medevacs on the way, though. Vikings are going to be what he needs.
Yeah, it's like kind of layers as far as attack goes. You start with the basic bio, then you grab the medevacs to augment to allow you to actually use stim repeatedly instead of slowly killing yourself with it. Then you grab the Vikings to kind of be able to deal with the Colossus tech, and then in response, the Protoss will be like, "That's annoying, storm." So you have to get ghosts to deal with that, and then it becomes a micro battle from there. And this has been PvT for the past year-ish or so.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Storm to counter all the Vikings, and then you've got a Colossus to deal with the bio, and it just becomes a game of who can engage first, stay alive.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. It looks like Vexon's actually just going for the typical kind of, well, if he's not going to attack me, I'm just going to sit here and build up my upgrades, get all my tech, get to a late game army and fight him there. And then this is actually totally the correct choice in this situation. Start covering the map with pylons, gives you the ability to do some zealot harass. Nicely positioned Reaper does find out about this constructing base.
As well, Vexon getting some scouting info from this very, very smart observer sitting right over the army. Sees all these Marauders.
And we'll note this is the first moment, I think, where Loopy can actually start to claw back into this. As you'll note, the Protoss has not really spent his money as efficiently as possible. He probably should be another 10 supply forward from here. Maybe got another tech piece or two going already, judging by the fact that he has 500 gas stored up.
Yes.
So this is kind of the thing. This is why in a lot of cases, even though you might fall behind in an early game, if you're not a Masters level player, that's not the whole story just yet. Unless they attack you right there.
Another thing, too, we need to note is Vexon has just about as many points of attack as Protoss could want. He's got pylons in every corner of the map. Loopy only just now moving out, trying to get some map control. He's going to find these, but honestly, he can warp in anywhere he wants.
I actually think right now, yeah, he's checking around who might find one or two of them. I think he's positioning for a drop, maybe, with those medevacs forward like that. I'm not too certain what he's trying to accomplish with that. Oh,
Wander
what
around a little bit.
under that pylon? Didn't see it. Is he gonna catch it? No. Okay. Ow. So far, all of the pylons staying up. I'm getting a Dark Shrine.
Dark Shrine.
Okay. So,
Anytime.
yeah, that's the thing. Dark Shrine. I mean, people always think of it as that thing Protoss uses to get back into the game from a position where they're almost dead. But honestly speaking, having it at really any time of the game is amazing, just because it makes your opponent scared to leave.
I've definitely seen it work wonders, especially in ZVP late game. You know, the Zerg has numerous bases to worry about. You got a DT running into the main, you got a DT running into the 4th base. The Zerg's trying to control his army against yours. You know, honestly, it's going to do a lot of damage. A lot.
Oh boy.
Got Vexon poised at the front watchtower, looking like he wants to get some damage done.
So upgrades are actually about equivalent right now, like ignoring the supplies for just a moment. If only, I think, largely because the Protoss has stayed away from double upgrades until very shortly here as he's getting another Forge. If he does actually go for this attack right now, I think Vexon will find very little resistance. He's actually got a nice, just a nice spread of tech that he can hit with. But he doesn't look like he really wants to do that right now. He's still kind of got that typical Protoss kind of, you know, I don't know. He could have more hiding. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't attack.
Especially against the Terran.
I'm gonna wait.
You never know.
I'm gonna wait. He does, however, have so much vision coverage that he knows about this drop coming, and he's totally trying to move the interceptor right now. But it's out of his vision.
Uh-oh. The 4 Marauders here are going to drop in on the mineral line if he gets there in time.
Yeah, he's going to have to pick up immediately. Yeah.
Not going to get too much damage done. Stalker's
1,
move in.
2. Yeah, he's going to get out of there. Loses a couple Marauders, killed maybe a probe. Doesn't really damage. Oh, feedback.
Feedback. Taking out the entire medevac. Those reinforcements not making it home today.
However, we did see some interesting behavior from Vexon there, which I think a lot of Terran players, really anybody, if you like to use that mineral line harassment, you always want to watch to see, do they pull only a chunk of their army to respond, or did they pull everything? Because if they pulled everything, well, they've actually just sent you a signal. They can send you a signal that you can dance around the edge of their base with something minor. And that's going to die to that planetary. Interesting choice not to go for workers with that. Did he?
Got 1 or 2. Wasn't really anything crazy, yeah.
No, but anyway, yeah, you distract him with a tiny attack in one location, then you do something much more major in another. Now, of course, he can just do this forever. So that looks like that's exactly what he plans on doing.
Just run the DT in here, pick some workers apart. Got 4 total going down so far.
He's actually just attacking the orbital command energy right now. He's going after the mineral, going after the mules primarily. Oh no, Loopy still... Does he not have a scan right now? Is that what's happening? No, he's got DTs attacking him everywhere. Oh, no scan either, so... Yeah, unless he starts throwing turrets down, it looks like he's just going to slowly lose his command center. No repair being pulled on it either.
Vexon using the cover of the DTs to move his army forward. This planetary is going to burn down. The DT taking it out all by himself. His mining base is gone. Gonna move in, slaughter all of these SCVs.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That was brutal. The quick question is, does he have enough to actually deal with his army right now? He's got a couple storms in here, a couple good storms, and this entire army evaporates. Glow green storm looks so pretty. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it does. Taking out the entire army almost. Zealots zoning him into the corner. Colossus doing their thing. And there's nothing left.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no way to come back from this position. That'll be GG for me.
That'll be a GG from LoopyLoo. Mr. Vexon taking game 1. Funny Colossus. Very well played.
I think Loopy was saying something about, like, he prefers Zerg, so I wonder if he's going to start cracking out his Zerg after that.
I wouldn't put it past him, honestly.